Hi, do you want to know the best first aid kit for home or the best first aid kit for your car? Well, I just did a video on the best first aid kit for travel. And when it comes to essential oils, the Family Essentials Kit doTerra has put together is really what everyone needs. This kit has the top 10 oils and blends that cover just about any issue that may arise, no matter where you are. I want to share with you about practical ways to use each oil or blend in the Family Essentials Kit. But in this video, I'm going to start with the doTerra Digestzen. I'm Lane Adams, and I've been using doTerra essential oils and natural products for 10 years. I love to learn about simple ways to support my health, and I love to share what I'm learning with others. Be sure and download my tips for overcoming overwhelm. You'll find them in the link in the description box. Stick around to the end, and I'll tell you an unusual use for Digestzen that comes in handy all year long, but especially when the seasons change. Digestzen, the name says it all, calm the digestive system. And it really does that and more. doTerra Digestzen is a blend of peppermint, coriander, ginger, caraway, cardamom, fennel, and anise. Some people don't love it. The part I always think maybe people aren't loving is the anise because that's similar to black licorice. So if you don't like black licorice, you might not love the taste or smell of Digestzen. However, I always tell people I don't care because it works. So when you're having tummy troubles or anything with your digestion, you are going to find that using this essential oil is going to be worth it if you don't love black licorice. If you are okay with black licorice or if you love black licorice, then I find that those people usually love Digestzen. So just don't let the fact that maybe it's not your favorite flavor or smell keep you from using this essential oil. Plus, there's other ways to use it. We'll talk about how to use Digestzen in this video, and maybe those will be helpful for those of you that don't like that taste. So whether you're traveling on a vacation to a family event or trying a new recipe or a restaurant, or even regretting a big meal, you're going to want to have Digestzen on hand. Here are the primary benefits. It supports a healthy digestion when used internally. It soothes occasional upset in the stomach when used internally. And it helps reduce gas and occasional indigestion when used internally. It helps with a comforting abdominal massage, and it has a spicy, sweet, and minty aroma. Here's the ways that we've used Digestzen when we've been on the go or on the road. And remember, I'm going through the oils on the Family Essentials Kit, and they're all in the little 5 ml. So these are the top 10 oils, and I really do believe it's the best first aid kit you could have. So let's start with the first time we ever used Digestzen was for food poisoning. We were on a trip and we went to a restaurant and they had all these amazing appetizers. So we ordered all these different appetizers and they were great. And then came the shrimp. Paul took one of the shrimp and I took one of the shrimp, and I put it in my mouth and immediately I noticed something was not right with the shrimp. And I took my napkin and just kind of took it out and put it away. And Paul just put it in his mouth and swallowed it. And I said, "Did you like that shrimp?" And he goes, "No." So then we smelled the shrimp that was left. There were 2, and they smelled so bad. So we called the waiter over, and anyway, come to find out, the shrimp was rotten. And their whole batch, that was back in the kitchen, was rotten. So we said, "Okay, no more food, please. Give us our bill." And we left. We went back to the hotel, and I had just gotten my Family Essentials Kit, hadn't even really used anything yet. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's got to be something in this kit. And so I opened it up, the little kit, and it was a different box then, but I opened it up, and on the lid, they had all the uses, and I'm reading. And so I saw Digestzen, and I was like, okay, this has got to be what we use. I didn't know that you only use 2 or 3 drops. I probably put 10 or more drops in a little glass of water. I said, just drink this. It's going to help. And believe it or not, he had no sickness symptoms at all. So Digestzen to the rescue. It was amazing. So food poisoning is one. And the way you would use it is not 10 or 15 drops. You would really only need in a shot glass with a little bit of water, like 2 or 3 drops, and just down it. So that's how I would use Digestzen on the go for food poisoning or some other icky food situation. If your tummy just doesn't feel right. If you have bloating, you can use it internally just like that with a shot glass, or a drop on your tongue or under your tongue, or even you can put a drop or 2 in your hand and rub it on the upper part of your tummy if you feel like your stomach is bloated. And then just breathe it in, because we always like to breathe in our oils. If you have trouble going to the bathroom, or you're going to the bathroom too much, sometimes that happens when you're on a trip or even just in daily life, and especially when you're out eating differently than you normally do. Sometimes going to the bathroom can be a problem on both directions, with going too much or not going enough. So my suggestion is take a drop or 2 of Digestzen first thing in the morning, and then take a drop of Digestzen and rub it on your tummy. If you're not going to the bathroom enough, you're going to want to go clockwise. If you're going too much, you're going to want to rub in a circle counterclockwise. So figure that out on your own body, because this is probably reversed. So Digestzen topically, a drop or 2. You don't even really need to use coconut oil. You can use it what we call neat, just directly out of the bottle. So a drop or 2, take it, then rub it over the tummy for bathroom issues. And then just like general upset of the tummy, you're going to take the Digestzen, put a couple drops, and just drink it quickly. Or you can rub it topically on the tummy or even the bottom of the feet. So for people who don't love the taste of Digestzen or even the aroma, you can put it on the bottom of the feet. That's going to take a little longer to have the effect, but it will work. You can also get little, we call them veggie caps. They're little empty capsules, and you could put a drop or 2 in and swallow those if you just can't deal with the taste. But I don't mind the taste. A lot of people love it, but there are some people that just can't do black licorice taste, and that's coming from the anise. But if you remember when I talked about the oils that are in this blend, they're all spicy oils that we use in cooking. And that's so cool how with nature, what we would use to cook and flavor our food is also good for our tummy. So you made it to the end. Here is the unusual way that you can use Digestzen. And it's a great thing to know when you're on a trip, or you need this as like a first aid measure when you're out and about. So it's for your sinuses. If you have any sinus issues, you can take Digestzen. And I always think of the sinuses as like your intestines, but it's up here in your head. So if they get stuffy, and they're not moving like they should, and you feel pressure, you can get out your Digestzen. Here's what you do. You take your Digestzen, you put a drop in your hand, and you can rub it on your fingers like this, and then you rub it on your sinuses and kind of pull apart right here, and just kind of rub on your sinuses. If it's too much for you, just because there is mint in there, you could use a little bit of coconut oil. And so you rub it on your sinuses and kind of press, and then you're going to take a drop and put it on your tongue, and then you're going to lift your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and just breathe in. And if you can't breathe, just try. So breathe in through the nose and the sinuses, and you can press on the sinuses and even up here on the sinuses with the Digestzen. Then you're also going to take a drop of Digestzen, rub your hands, and rub it across the base of the skull, like just across from ear to ear, and breathe it in and press. And remember, again, on the tongue, and raise it up to the roof of your mouth. So that is the unusual way to use Digestzen. And you're going to love it, because lots of times it's the only thing that really works for that sinus pressure. You're going to want to have this in your first aid kit. Do you like the taste of black licorice? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the rest of the oils in the best first aid kit, the Family Essentials Kit. Oh, and don't forget, you can choose to live well.